Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena. First matchup, final week, season 23. I'm going to be kind of quiet. People are sleeping. I got a flight in the morning, and this is the only chance I'm going to be able to record. Last week we went 2-1. We will do a quick recap here of how last round went. That's wrong one. Here we go. First match was against Emar Plate. This was the dumbest loss I've ever had, which was just a timeout. I gave myself an hour to play. I needed probably an hour and a half. Game timed out. I was up at a certain point, but my opponent came in within 15 minutes of the end of the round, got in a battle, and I couldn't finish a battle in time to take the win. Really stupid way to lose. Round 2, my opponent Jaku Bowoso didn't really participate. JTR up against Boss. Actually, let's take a look. Emar Plate here. Gastor Threven, CLS Bosk, JKR Shock T. JTR against JTR. This is just a testament to how powerful the resistance heroes are. That's just interesting. This is why I push these characters so much. They're worth the investment at Gear 11. Like, they're great characters, and they completely changed the JTR team. A lot of Kairos, though. Padme holding up against Darth Revan. Probably Ahsoka really helping me out there. Vader beating Bam. Mando lead against Mon Mothma. Not how I would have handled it. Especially because there's no point of doing Mando lead without bounty hunters. That's destined to lose. Dooku here losing. He doesn't have a sense of how to handle that. Night Sisters finishing up the First Order there. Rolo against Newt. I can't believe that worked. Or it's because it's Rolo. But this new team is nonsense. It was filler. And Jen here. He was out of teams. Second round, JTR against Bosk. Jango up against Bam. That's weird. Just some weird stuff. The participation of these opponents was inconsistent. There wasn't a lot to read into a lot of this stuff. And then my opponent final round didn't even bother to attack, so that was a default win. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen based on his Grand Arena history. But you got to at least do a one attack, or you don't even get any rewards. Which I found out on the new account one day, because I have not been participating in that new account. So let's jump in here, take a look at today's opponent. We are going up against Monster here. Here's what he looks like. He's got 3 Galactic Legend, I think? 4? 3. SOKR, Eternal Emperor, Jedi Master Kenobi. I'm traveling right now. I have not even been looking at any of this stuff. I just have been setting my standard defenses. We have made one change since last week that we talked about in the last round, but it didn't become relevant. Hotbot here, this is what we're looking at. He's in a much larger guild. Lifetime banners, though, are... This is that range where it's at that flex point where it's somebody who kind of participates. Maybe it could have been hard opponents. Maybe the algorithm was in a bad point, tougher place. The clears here are respectable. The undersizes are pretty good. Zeta's somewhat low for that many GLs, but fine. 1 Omicron. 83 Gear 13 is manageable. The Gear 11, we've got the depth advantage. And then we have a decent mod advantage, and then relics. Really in the tier 5 zone. A bunch of tier 7 too. Still haven't updated this. Something that I need to do. I haven't looked at his Grand Arena history, so I don't know how that Executor is going to go, but hopefully saved it for offense. Already looked at his defense. I might be sniffling today, too. He did not, at least so far that I can see, put down any GLs. Maybe save them all for offense. If that's the case, things are going to be easier, and that hopefully is a sign that the Executor is not on the back wall, because I never really practiced that malevolence counter, which I should get around to. So we got Dash, Shock Team on Mothma, First Order. This is stuff that I've been doing for a little bit. First Order I would like to replace or increase their relics so that they were more of a problem. We got Darth Revan, Bam. The only thing I don't like about this Bam is using Nest. It's probably mod Nest differently with Bam present to make sure the whistling birds get higher. And then Bosk and JTR. The thing that we are doing different is on the back wall. This is something I've been talking about in all of these videos last couple weeks, is one of the reasons why I think Jawas are now very valuable, and why I have been willing to put Geos on the back wall the first time in like a year. Like Geos I abandoned a long time ago, but because of the number of teams that require redundant counters to clear them, so Geos, Mon Mothma, Dash, like they're all Traya teams, or even Padme can take a Traya, or can lose to a Traya. So with all of these redundant counters, what you've been seeing in my offensive attempts is putting Geos on defense now challenges your opponent's depth in a way that didn't exist before. And it's something that I have struggled with if I don't get the RNG that I need. I might be sniffling a little bit during this. I apologize for that. I'm going to try to avoid it if I can. Or at least muting. So let's break this down and then jump into this. Oh, it's doing that dumb stuff again. Krennic, Old Republic, Bo-Katan, Night Sisters. None of these are a concern, really. We can't really cheap shot these Night Sisters. That's the only thing I don't like, but otherwise they're manageable. Bottom territory here. Bad Batch, Mon Mothma, this good Jango team, and then this Phasma team. I think we might not just take any chances here. The only tough part is dealing with the Bad Batch and Jango, because both of them I kind of want to take CLS up against in order to just save our Jedi teams. I think we're just... I would love to cheap shot this Mon Mothma team, but I don't think we really should take the time. So if we use Traya here, this top territory, what would we do? Come on. Night Sisters would be an option. Let's get started with a warm-up. I'm just going to do this Kylo battle. Yeah. All right. Been watching Book of Boba Fett. The first episode I was more ambivalent on, but the second episode, what I'm liking about it is what I liked about Mandalorian originally, where we were getting a lot of Star Wars as a place stuff. We get that world building where we just see Star Wars. And Mandalorian Season 2 got away from that a little bit with things like the introduction of Boba Fett. Let's just do the... I know we're not going to get the our retribution because of the buff immunity, but it seemed like the thing to do. T3M4 is messing me up a little bit. That's interesting. With the ability block. But there's no blind that we gotta worry about. Maybe with a faster T3M4. Yeah, so Star Wars as a place, like that's one of the things I like about sci-fi in general is feeling like these worlds are inhabited and seeing like the huts, seeing all these Twi'leks and these different roles, just seeing random Jawas around, fleshing out the Tuskens, like all of these elements that are enriching the world. That's what I liked. That's what I liked about Mando Season 1, just seeing these towns and communities. I want to spend time in them. Okay. See, these are the teams I get tripped up by because just... they're so tantalizing to bring dumb teams up against. The smart thing would be to Traya. The fun, dumb thing would be to do the Wampa thing. And we're gonna do it. Let's do one dumb fun thing. It's not a good Mon Mothma team. I need to mod my Wampa differently anyway. I guess I did a bunch of speed and offense, but I kind of think I want other stuff. I want tenacity and some speed, but I want some tenacity. I'm still thinking about it. Why am I... I think we'll do that. We got one revive that we need to worry about. I'm saving what? Because let's see here. What? You don't have the Zeta on my Phasma? What? I just didn't even consider that. It's over now. This is a win. With the 3 stacks, we have a guaranteed counter. And we saved Traya. That's really what I wanted. I'm going to be a little reckless here. We're going to do Imperial Troopers. I've got the speed advantage. So let me seal us Jango. Go for Echo. Echo's really the danger here. We can rip out Hunter. Well, Night Sister's this. Been finally watching things this break. I don't even know why I'm calling it a break. It's barely been a break. Watched The Kid Detective. Hilarious and great. Recommended. Watched the documentary on the band, the Sparks Brothers. It's really weird and worth watching. They're a band that's been around forever, been in the forefront of a lot of modes of music, but the movie, it feels like a mockumentary, even though it's all completely factual. And Edgar Wright directed it, and it's his first documentary. There's some Edgar Wright things to it, but it's not like a out and loud Edgar Wright movie, like some of his. And I'm caught up on the Showtime show Yellow Jackets. That was on a couple people's end of the year list, so I was curious and wanted to watch it. And it's like Lord of the Flies meets a girls' soccer team. Some of it, though, I felt was predictable, and I like the show. I'm gonna stick with it, but I don't think it's top 10 worthy. Like, it's just a good show. Like, it's a fun show, but there's nothing in it that I think elevates it for me to among the best of the year. It's a good year of TV. What I do want to watch is Station 11, actually, is what I'm planning on doing before I go to sleep tonight after I do this record. Or rather, I'll probably fall asleep to it. Alright, let's CLS this. I don't like to mess around with Jango too much, and if there's like a GL heavy back wall, we're gonna miss CLS, but I'm gonna make the bet that that's not what we're gonna see. Like, if you're gonna put GLs, you're gonna put them on the front wall. You're gonna try and stop me. The signals I'm seeing from this roster are a person who isn't comfortable with some encounters, so they're relying on overpowering my defense, which is going to result in probably going shallow against some teams. Alright, let's see here. Let's hit Jango. This guy's mods are... There's just nothing here. Alright, we got Qui-Gon. Probably the Ami there. We know he's got one. Okay. We're going to do the Bad Batch here. We had... Last week, my Bad Batch did not outspeed the Qui-Gon, I think, or I did the wrong lead. I'm not sure which it was. I didn't go back and look at the footage. But assuming I didn't mess up with leadership, getting outsped by Qui-Gon, my Bad Batch don't stand a chance. It's probably something worth checking. Yeah, I don't think I messed it up last week. Probably should have. That's fine. Alright, this Finn team is nothing. Troopers. What did I do against the Troopers last time? I had a decent response to them last time. And what was it? Just gonna go to the front wall right now. Bad Batch are a great counter to Qui-Gon, but I gotta fix my mods. We gotta get way faster if we're gonna ever do that again. We've done it before and it crushed up against a relic version, but that guy must have had far slower mods. What did I do against troopers last time? I'm gonna think on it. While I think on it, we're gonna Traya this. Because I feel like I took out troopers without resorting to CLS or some other team. Like a good team. Was it a Maul scenario? No. As I eat up some of these teams, we'll figure it out. Or maybe I just pull up the footage. I haven't posted the videos yet, so I don't have the timestamps to refer to and look at what I was doing. Probably need to just be building a spreadsheet like Zareth does, so I could just take a quick look and see what I've done before. Alright, let's see here. Normally we do like Savage, I guess. I don't really feel like it matters this time. I kind of want this Gear 11 Sith Assassin is new for me. I kind of just want to use her. See what some of this stuff does. Because Savage really never comes into play. It's just... No, I don't like it. We need to trigger some of these sacrifices. Lose both Assassin and Talon and pretty soon. Really, this would be better with Thrawn. But Thrawn's got better places to be these days. Take out Daka. That's bad. We can isolate over there in a minute. Glad that we healed up. We can dispel now. I'm gonna save that mass dispel. Just make sure that zombie can't taunt. Ventress is the next threat with that stacking damage. Talzin doesn't mean anything at this point. I don't even think she's worthy of relics. This Krennic team is nothing. We can do something real dumb up against it. I kind of want a Rebel Assault. Well, this is where we'll do Rebel Assault. Although with the amount of teams this guy has saved for offense, these kinds of things are dumb to do. Because I do expect him... It is within his capacity to full clear me, considering he's got pretty much everything saved for offense. I'm going to save it. Should I be hitting Krennic? I'm going after Pilot because he's going to be... should be relatively fast to take out. But that might be a bad call. I definitely need to cleanse Leia. Okay. Well, how are you still alive? We got Bo-Katan. Bam. I'm thinking on that. It's not a threat, but it's not going to be... It's not something to be ignored too lightly. We can't take junk up against it, is basically what I'm saying. We have so many teams left, I don't... See, we could Jedi this stuff, but I kind of want to test things. I think I want to bring in Mandalorians because I think it's what I did before. And I want to know. I guess I could just pull up the footage. Let me just pull up the footage. I remember I just could look at the GAC history. I did use CLS up against it. I used my own troopers up against a weaker one. Do I think that... The question is, do I think that can win? We get to start. I think I want to know. It's a worthy test. I don't think so. I think we'll get out to a good head start, and it's going to fall apart. We'll just use Jedi to clean up the rest of this stuff and be done with it. Alright, who do you want to hit? I think I want Gideon. Don't like that. I think hitting Piet was a mistake. I think it probably should have gone after Dark Trooper. Let's do it. This is bad. No. Okay. Okay. Alright. This is good. This is viable. This is why we test. There we go. I don't care. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe we want to try the Empire. I was just going to blow it up with Jedi, but I think this is something worth practicing. I think I need a faster Thrawn for one, because my Vader's going to go too fast. And they're just outspeeding me too much. Alright. This isn't gonna go well, so we're gonna just leave that. We're gonna wrap this up. We'll just take care of it with Jedi. Yeah, let's do Yoda. I got conquest to do. One of the things with Yellow Jackets is like the idea of the show is there's two timelines, the high school timeline and the adult timeline. So there's two actors who play not each character, but a number of the characters. That's probably not the way I should be handling this. I need to be far more careful. But one of the characters there's an actress who plays a high school version of the show who looks exactly like, not exactly, but a ton like this actress from the 90s, Robin Tunney. And I'm surprised that she wasn't cast for the show, that Robin Tunney wasn't cast for the show, because she's the same age for the most part as all the other actresses who have been cast as the adult versions, and kind of appropriate too, because a lot of the actresses who play the adult versions are like notable women actors from that time period, like Christina Ricci and Juliette Lewis. Robin Tunney was a little less famous, but she was in The Craft, Empire Records, like she was in a number of things. It comes down to the eyes, like they have the same eyes. We're just gonna Qui-Gon this. I like how this looks, and I wish my apartment had a corner like that. Like this. We're just gonna rip out armor before any Beskar shenanigans happens. Take out bow for the shared stats. Yeah, let's get a stun. Alright, now let's take care of Wampa to get rid of any day's concerns. Mando's useless. watch a video on that right now. Just do gas. They're just bodies. Alright, I gotta refresh myself. We can at least two-shot this if we don't mess things up. Alright, let's see how our luck goes. I don't know. This is something I should practice. I also have a 6-star executor that I haven't promoted because there's other things I want to test with ships, but haven't had the chance yet. Let's get the foresight. Let's just see if we get everything. Okay. Now we see if we get lucky. Don't love it. Don't like it, don't like it. Don't like like that at all. Okay. I'm not feeling it. Just gonna counter. Let's do that. Don't love that. Come on, let me just take out the razor. No. Yes. No. I don't even know what my options are for cleaning this up, really. Do I want to do Empire Mirror? Do I want to do Empire Gump? Honestly, I think all the assists from the Rebel fleet is our better option here. Without the Razor Crest, this is easier now, but am I making the right call for the Empire? That I don't know. Don't. Why did I even do this? Cleanse that breach in a second. Do all the other things we need. What are you gonna give me? Yeah, let's do this. Focus down over on Boba Fett. Muted that for a second to sneeze and then I forgot to unmute. Just focusing down on the bomber. Let's heal up a little bit, get some offense up. He's gonna heal. I probably have the better gauntlet. I doubt he's geared up those characters. I don't recall if I saw any. No. Oh, come on. Let's do this. I need to have the shuttle as a reinforcement. I'm actually now quite worried about what I have left. Honestly, I think we're just going like this. God, it's 1:30. Probably cleaning. Next time I'll try cleaning up with the Empire and see if that results in better things. babe. Give me a stun. What if I should hit the gauntlet? Stun. Yes. I should hit the gauntlet. Come on. So we get a stun on TIE Bomber. As long as we're not behind the taunt, alright, fine. He's gonna taunt in a second. Or somebody probably will. Okay, we got a stun. Come on. Can't get through this protection. Come on. We're gonna get blown up pretty soon. Starting to get worried. No. Come on. Alright, fine. Well, we can clean this up now, but it's just irritating. And we're getting that nonsense where I'm gonna have to restart blue stacks to finish this. I'm gonna just pause this, let this time out, because we can't play like this. This was happening last week a couple times. Come on. Do we take him out? Yes. Alright, we gotta restart blue stacks before we attempt this final battle. What am I forgetting? Radis really needs a new ship. Needs a tank. Oh, I know what I want to say about Book of Boba Fett. Give me that Wookiee and that Tusken. Bring in a taunt. I kind of want to take out the shuttle if I can. Perfect. Let's do that for the Radis ultimate. Ultimate time. Oh, you know what? I wanted Lando's Falcon. We're gonna get like the Phantom now, aren't we? I'll pay more attention to the slots next time. Alright, hopefully that's a win. He saved everything for offense, so it's completely feasible that he gets through everything. See how that goes. Oh, this is out of focus. I'm traveling back in the morning. So by the time you watch this, I will be back in the home base and can be back on a regular schedule again. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.